Hello, welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Speed, joined here with my brother Yitz. What the frick happened to your amazing drift that you had the past 2 weeks? It was going to be our new ritual, our new epic thing that we did, and you completely stopped.
I like to mix it up every once in a while, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it this week.
My Chrome on this computer is resetting because you freaking messed up the computer, and okay, it's still recording. You know how hard it is? By the way, now you know how hard it is to commit to wearing one thing for multiple years on an end. You couldn't even last 2 weeks in your stupid little suit in disheveled time.
No, I might.
Wait, now we're both doing the white. Wait, that's not how this works.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, you can't. I'm in the white shirt, and you're the other guy.
You don't own...
The white shirt's my thing, not your thing. I don't care if it's a Jew thing. I made it cool. Now it's a cool thing.
You don't own the concept of white shirt, black pants.
But, like, the white shirt thing is like I'm like that guy in the white shirt. Like, that's how people, like, would see me.
But now we're the guys in white shirts.
If we're the guys in the white shirts, then you're a Jew, bro. And you have to be a bro. You have to be the brother for the rest of your life.
Like that guy.
Exactly. You have to be like the side whatever. But,
Sorry I'm matching you. I didn't really want to wear a tie this week. I don't know.
No, did you, like, lose it or something? Like, what actually happened to it?
I debated on whether I should put it on, and I said, nah, not this week. That's literally it.
Is that actually the reason?
And my sweater's in the wash.
Is that actually what the reason was? Because that's actually... Like, I thought, like, you got lost or something because a good podcaster, host, comedian always sticks to the bit, and you just dropped it completely.
I'm shaking it up.
I don't know if you saw... did you see that comedian got canceled recently, Matt Rife? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I was actually going to ask you about it. Can you explain it to me as, like, it's like I'm 5?
Okay, I made a video about it. You saw? I don't know if you saw.
I did, but I still don't understand fully.
Okay, so Matt Rife is a comedian that blew up on TikTok, like, about a year ago. That's when he first started. His TikToks doing crowd work would get millions upon millions of views, like 10 million, 20 million views. Like, it made no sense for crowd work. Like, everyone's posting their crowd work. But he was very attractive, like that. And that was a very good combination of being semi-funny, but also extremely attractive. Perfect combination on TikTok because it's entertaining enough, and they're hot. So you look at him.
Wow,
and
he said he's hot.
He's very hot, but I hate him. And from the beginning, I hated him from the very beginning because you're not allowed to be hot and funny at the same time. Like, no, not that I'm not hot. I'm handsome. I'm not hot, you know. Exactly. So he blew up like. Skyrocketed like crazy, but the demographic that he got was mainly female audience that followed him. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe some gay people also, maybe some dudes.
And you.
And I was hate watching him. I've been preying on his downfall from the very beginning because you're not allowed to be hot and funny at the same time. Anyways, he blew up over the past months. Mainly female audience, and they mainly showed up to his shows and would just kind of look at him. Like, that's really... No, that's what it was.
That's funny.
And he knew that, and he'd, like, give into it. But he also... He felt, like, self-conscious that the bros, the guys, weren't really into him like that. You know, the real, like, comedy fans.
It's so funny that he cares so much about that. I would think that, first of all, female audience is the best type of audience.
Why?
Oh, that actually sounds bad.
Why?
Because you get high sponsors.
Do you get better sponsors maybe from female audiences?
I thought so. It's like very rare to have a female audience, especially as a man creator. You probably get like unique
careful
ads. No, you could probably get sponsors who will pay you a lot of money.
For more female demographic, and in general, like I guess female products are more expensive usually.
I guess so.
I'm saying whatever, but
they call it the pink tax.
Interesting.
You ever see? It's a whole thing.
We'll get into it in a second, maybe.
Feminist movement.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it in a second. So what he did recently was in his, I don't know if his Netflix special or just a regular stand-up routine, people generally said that his crowd work is actually better than his material that he puts out in that he says on stage.
Well, it makes sense because he only went viral for the crowd work.
He went viral because he's hot. He's one of those crowd work comedians that like he'd be like, what do you do for a living? And the guy's like, I'm a doctor. And he's like, oh, this guy's a doctor. Are you doctoring around? Am I right? You know, like, that's the type of crowd work. So he had a couple good ones, actually. But overall, compared to other comedians, you know, it was merely a hot thing. So he made a joke that was demeaning to women. Something slightly misogynistic. I actually forgot what the exact joke was. I don't know if it was about woman, kitchen-related, or just some other whatever joke to like get the bros on the same side. And instantly All the women were appalled. All the women said he was never funny to begin with. They hated him. Now they're canceling him. He was never funny. You know, I always had a weird feeling about Matt Rife. Like, everyone's instantly switching off. The entire audience.
And you're like,
and I was, yes!
You're leading the group.
Yes!
Like, follow me!
You know, for different reasons. Like, I probably wouldn't give a crap about the joke. It's just like, yeah, you're not allowed to have both. He's probably a nice guy, though. I just prey on people's downfall. And actually, all the guys found it interesting because they didn't mind the joke, but his main audience is completely just canceling him right now. And a smart person would have just ran with it and, like,
you know, take it where
cater
it goes.
to their audience and did the whole thing. But he's getting completely destroyed by his audience, and now he might lose specials. Now he got a Netflix special recently.
I know. Did they take it away?
No, his special's still up, and to be honest, I don't know how this will affect him. I don't know. Maybe his audience will still stay with him. I just noticed that when you garner an audience that I guess isn't the usual, like, people that are into comedy, those types of things, that's the consequence of what will happen.
Well, the reason I think it's very valuable, and why I guess it wasn't a smart move, just because you want to be on the bros side, doesn't mean it's the good side.
What do you mean we're amazing?
Well, when it comes to if you want to make money, female shoppers spend more than male shoppers.
Yeah? Is that like a fact?
I think statistically, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Check it out.
Check it up.
And it's called the pink tax. And what they do is, if you look, it's you can see it very specifically by kids' clothing. You can have the same onesie, pink and blue. The blue one will be like, let's say it's $5. The blue one will be $3.
Really?
So the pink one will always be more expensive. Like toddler clothing, the pink ones for girls will be more expensive. Whoa. They call it the pink tax, and it's with a lot of things. It would be the same exact like toy, but it would be the pink car or the blue car. The pink car would be more expensive.
That's actually very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Kind of smart, actually, but it's weird. But it's kind of smart.
All my daughters will be driving blue cars.
Exactly. But I mean, that's where you get me to garner the audience. There's also, I saw this. Speaking of TikTok, there was this guy on TikTok that it's been happening this past week. He's a TikToker, has 8 million followers. His name's Noah Glenn Carter, I'm pretty sure. And his house caught on fire, like literally caught on fire. There's like,
that's crazy.
He showed a video. Here's me in front of my house. The whole entire, like, it's on fire. It's like a nice house. I don't know if it's his parents. That's a childhood home, and he grew up there. And he was like crying on like whatever, posting it. He made a GoFundMe, and the second he made a GoFundMe, the internet was ready to instantly pounce against him. Like, where'd this fire come from? Or what?
Really?
What's
Yeah.
he using this? Don't you have house insurance? Like, and there's many questions, but this, like, the second, like, his house is on fire.
It's like in the middle. It's like burning.
Like,
down.
no. Like, his house was on fire, and he's crying. He's like, my house, all my stuff in the house, it's all gone. They're like, you're scamming your audience. You lit that fire. You guys lit it so you could get the home insurance.
First of all,
also they called him rich. They said, you're a rich TikToker, 8 million followers, which, by the way, not true. I bet his net worth is not $1 million. Like, it's maybe a few $100K max. I'm saying they said his net worth, like, you're worth millions upon millions of dollars, because apparently TikTokers are supposed to be rich.
Yeah, it's way cheaper per view than YouTube. I don't know why people assume that TikTokers are rich, except for the fact that they're able to sell things if they know how to. So then you can make a lot of money if you have 8 million followers and you sell $8 million worth of product.
That would never happen.
I'm saying there are certain creators who could do that, so they're rich, but most creators don't, or they use TikTok to push to other platforms like OnlyFans. They're rich.
So yeah, those ones for sure. But he probably makes thousands of dollars a month just from, they have a creativity beta program to make money from longer videos, which actually does it's probably $1 per 1,000 views. And if you're getting 1 million views, they can add up over the month. But 8 million followers, at a certain point, like, followers don't mean anything on TikTok. Followers only mean something if you're a creator that, like, if you have 8 million followers and your content is based on like finance or electronics, and it's very easy to get sponsors, or you model those types of things. But if you're just like, I think he just said the news or whatever. He was just
one of those.
He's
guys.
just saying the news. He wasn't like, I don't think he's like this massive figure. So he's only making money from that. But because he had this big number, everyone's instantly assuming that he's extremely rich and that he's scamming his audience. And like, imagine like your house burned down and everyone's saying you're scamming your audience.
God forbid.
God forbid. Your house is burning down. Someone's house is burning down, and you're crying. You're like, literally, there's just a big fire in his house, and like there are people stitching the video saying, well, where'd that fire start from? And this whole, and you know what? Maybe there is some insurance fraud. I don't know, but it's just I didn't like that the internet instantly jumped to that, and also because he might be rich, therefore he is not allowed to ask for help, and no one has to give. It's a GoFundMe. You're like, if you want, you could give. That the whole situation bothered me.
The whole thing about insurance fraud or homeowners insurance, I would actually argue that the reason that a GoFundMe is not a scam is because homeowners insurance won't necessarily cover everything in the house, like personal property, like his computer, let's say. It might.
They were saying that it would, or some were saying.
It depends on the plan, but like you're just saying
they were assuming his plan. They were assuming
everything. Like you don't know what he.
You don't know if he has home insurance. Like
first of all, you don't even know if he has home insurance, which you usually do if you have.
They looked like a wealthy family. I mean, the house was a nice house.
Well, obviously, they have.
Some people were like applauding when it got burned down. You know, burn the rich or whatever. You know, a lot of people like that.
You have to have homeowners insurance. So they obviously had. What does it cover? Maybe just covers just the house and nothing inside, and they can have.
Maybe they canceled it a week before. Nothing will ever happen to my house.
There's jewelry that it won't necessarily get ruined, but it could get really pretty destroyed. That it could ruin its value or cost a lot of money to clean. Let's say, best case scenario, that's not covered under homeowners insurance. Like expensive jewelry, for sure. Not.
Yeah.
I'm saying like all these things.
Well, they'll survive a fire, probably.
What? It could. They could
probably survive.
Yeah.
Go into rubble.
Well, gold will melt if it gets really hot.
I'm saying like diamond, like that won't melt.
Fine.
That won't melt. Yeah, like has like one diamond found it, like all of his computers.
Forget it, guys.
PS5 melted, the entire thing.
Listen, if you don't want to give money, don't give money. You don't have to hate on it though.
Mm-hmm. They added Jews into Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw this.
I saw your post.
I'm gonna show it to the camera right now. Basically, they added an Eminem skin, and and it looks like.
Oh, it's just Eminem.
It's Eminem, but he's wearing a black fedora.
He's still relevant.
He's always it's how dare you? He's always relevant. It's Eminem.
No, he has. When did he come out with the big song? Like
that's an awfully hot coffee pot. Anyways, so it's a guy in a fedora and he's wearing a suit and that's literally that's Jew getup. I mean that's
what he looks like. No.
Huh? I mean, there's better skins that look more like him. I think that's it's supposed to be him. Point is, it looks like a Jewish guy, so I bought it, and it's my new skin now, and I thought it was.
How much it cost?
It was 1,500 V-Bucks. But I've never spent $1 on Fortnite. I sporadically throughout the past 5 years have gotten random 100 free V-Bucks from the new seasons.
So you didn't buy it?
I got it for free.
You got it for free.
Yeah. Habana music starts playing in for the backgrounds, but I was very happy that happened.
I read this really funny article. By the way, you'll find it hilarious, and it's so like our family.
Oh.
Except for not as mean.
Oh.
Basically, this 20-year-old, I guess Gen Z. Wow. Oh, yeah.
We're Gen Z.
Whoa.
I'm 20 and Gen Z.
Yeah, so on your age. The parents were going on vacation. They take the whole family on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent an email to everyone in the family, like, all the siblings. Hey, if you want to go on vacation, I guess, people are in school around the country. Hey, if you want to come with us on vacation, reply yes. And they also called them. They called everyone. If you want to go on vacation, to say yes.
Parents to their children.
It sounds very like whatever. Like, yeah, sure, okay. Like, you'll get a phone call.
Reply yes in all caps.
Yeah. It sounds fun. Whatever. In my opinion, but I think the parents were specifically trying to make a point.
That what?
The Gen Z kid didn't reply to the email and didn't answer the phone. Because he's Gen Z, he doesn't check his emails. He doesn't answer his phone.
Hey, I check my emails. I'm a businessman.
Exactly.
I check all my emails.
So they didn't take the kid on vacation. Every family member went on vacation except for the kid. And
sounds familiar.
And when he said, "What the heck?" the father said, "You didn't answer your emails." He said,
was the kid living somewhere else?
He goes, the dad's like, "I already bought the tickets and I didn't buy you one."
Damn.
Did not buy you one.
Not buy you piece of shit. Like, I not buy you stupid ticket.
And he's like, "What the heck? Like, why don't you just tell me?" Or like, he said, "Why don't you just text me? I always answer texts." And the father said, he says, "Well, you don't always answer texts, and not every kid gets to go on vacation."
That story sucks. No, I'm sorry. Like, you can't text him, but it'll send him a fully written email written by ChatGPT.
Like, please reply.
Please reply quickly with caption all yes, which is actually something you would do while texting.
Prompt responses appreciated. Thank you, son.
We don't even go on vacations anymore.
Well,
we have family that's going to be going to Florida for Hanukkah, for the Hanukkah season. Some family's going, but I'm not invited. to go down there.
Oh, you're not going?
I might be here. I might be. Are you gonna be here?
I think so.
Because
I'm not going nowhere.
Because I might go. Like if I go to Florida with them, then because like once a year during the winter season, all the Jews migrate down.
They migrate.
It's like a migration for the winter holidays.
The geese go north.
The Jews go south. We go down there. So our parents are going, and I want to go. I was able to tag along because I'm the only single, youngest, remaining. But this year they might go without me, and I just.
Were you uninvited?
I was never invited to begin with.
Did you not answer the text?
They didn't. I got no text, got no email, and I have this thought of me just being here by myself. I was like, you're really just gonna leave me here, lighting the menorah all by myself, like by the window, like this sad music and me just by myself lighting.
You're like.
No, I'm saying it's so freaking sad. Like imagine for people that celebrate Christmas, like you just at the tree by yourself. Like that's what it's like.
It's like happy. It's like you open your own present.
There's like a little tree next to you, or like you're overweight in your 40s by yourself, unmarried, and there's a little tree next to you, like on your desk. Like that's your Christmas, So that's why I'm wondering if you're here, or if you'll be near me. Maybe you could come light menorah by me.
We'll definitely do stuff with you because we want to help the needy. And it'd be nice.
I might go down there.
I just don't know if we'll sleep here.
I might fly.
Like you can't necessarily light menorah in a place you're not sleeping. You should have to light it back at home. But we'll come here. You can light. We'll all dance with you. Then we'll leave.
Oh my! By myself. Like.
By the way, we sing Hava Nagila every night of Hanukkah.
We do? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We actually sing it every single day before I go to. When I wake up, when I go to bed, that's like the anthem that I sing. It gives me life. But I still might go down. Just with them, but then I have to find my own way in Florida. Like they'll give me the ticket. Like then run along, little one. Like you're not going to our hotel this time.
You bring a tent.
But they brought me to Disney World last year for the first time ever, so that was pretty epic.
So you don't get to go anywhere for like 10 years.
Pretty much, literally, like everyone's married, everyone moved out besides me. So
not yet.
Obviously, we will, God willing. And I don't know if I brought up the idea or if I brought it up to our father, or if he brought it up. But we just threw out the idea. No, our mother brought it up. She's like, "What if we went to Universal?" And then I was like, "What if we did Disney also?"
And what if
both together? And what if you brought me with you guys? And it would be amazing because I'm amazing.
And we wouldn't take anyone else.
You wouldn't take anyone else.
It would be way cheaper.
Wait, were you off? No.
No.
You couldn't go.
We maybe if we would have.
You have kids, like you can't bring them. You're not bringing your kids to Disney. That's a hellhole.
It was like, no, the option was, do you guys want to come? We're not going to ban you from the city.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be able to join you guys and maybe pay for the tickets to the park. But I wasn't going to go with my family in the middle of, like,
You don't want to bring your kids. And I realized after going...
It's not good for little kids.
There's merchandise everywhere. Everywhere you walk is an entrance and exit. Everything's there for merchandise. And if I was there as a little kid, I would probably be crying the entire time because I couldn't get anything. I got one thing.
I would come home and be like... There'd be no food for a week.
No, exactly. We were going on vacation, and it all it costed was breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next week.
Yeah.
But thankfully, after spending nothing for 50 years, we're finally able to go to Disney.
I'm glad you had a
or
good
something
time.
like that. I had you should have been there. It was amazing. I had so much fun. Our father, it was like his moment. He didn't go as a kid, so it was like Disney. You should have came. It was amazing. You really should have. It was amazing. You would have loved it. You should have been there.
Thanks.
You should have came. It would have been epic. But
you know what's funny? As a Jew, I almost am shameful to say this.
Are you okay? Yesterday, actually, when I was making a Jew talk video, there's a solid 5 seconds of me stuttering. I was like, and then I just sat there in silence because I didn't know what to do. But yeah, what were you saying?
My favorite time of year is the most wonderful time of year. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
When Christmas comes around.
Why?
It's kind of like nice.
It is.
Right?
It's okay. You know what? I hate to agree with you.
The Jews are like, we kind of like it.
It's the most one. It's like, we shouldn't. Hey, that's Jesus, and we don't really do Jesus, but it's the holiday season. I saw this funny reel on Instagram. I was scrolling. It showed, like, Jews when they're around a Christmas environment, and it shows, like, someone, like, slowly starts dancing. But doesn't want to, but, like, enjoys the music. It's like...
That's really funny.
It's accurate. There was actually...
It's more because, like, everyone's outside. It's like crisp and, like, you go ice skating outside, and there's sales.
It's Hamish, which in English is homey, I guess.
Yeah,
that's sort of the feeling.
And it's, like, snowy, and everyone's in a good mood. Like, the world's in a good mood. people are just in a good mood because family's coming home and it's the holidays, people have off, and it is Hanukkah. But whenever it doesn't,
It is Hanukkah, yeah.
Whenever it doesn't line up, like the world gets confused because we're like, we're celebrating now,
Yeah, exactly.
and they're like, we're celebrating next
They're like,
week.
Happy Hanukkah, like Hanukkah was 3 weeks ago or 3 weeks in the future.
I get on Christmas, a lot of people say Happy Hanukkah.
And they're trying, so it's nice, and I'll usually take it. But someone actually asked me if we get FOMO, if you ever like got FOMO from Christmas, the idea of Christmas, not like the religious aspect. Because if you think about it, the religious aspect no longer really. It's more of just kind of like Halloween. I feel for some people. Some people do look, are Christian and celebrate religiously, but actually nowadays, because the Jews run everything, basically, like, we wrote all the Christmas songs, right?
That's right.
We wrote all the songs, and we own all the companies that sell all the merchandise.
That's right.
We own Disney, which sells the Christmas Mickey Mouses.
That's right.
So, if anything, maybe it is our time.
I was never jealous because we still got off.
We got Hanukkah, so
We got like a month off.
it's true. Winter break is like 3 weeks. It's like winter break plus Hanukkah, which is 8 days. The whole 8 days of presents thing is BS, by the way. I don't know who
It would be like
made that
either
up.
one present or like 8 pieces of
8
candy.
little dreidels.
Yeah.
Here's your dreidel. I don't want a dreidel. I have dreidels already.
$8 store gifts. But there's some parents who go crazy. I'm like, I don't know how you guys
You get them a
afford it.
full ass gift every single
It's
day.
like crazy. It's like, it's too much. I don't know. It's like a little much.
Did we play dreidel when we were young?
Yeah. We'd always beat you.
You always beat me.
And then we'd split. And like one year, I lost. And you guys, you're like, this year we're not splitting. I was like, what? And I did.
once I was old enough, everybody stopped playing. And like once I was aware of it,
Because we got bored.
and everyone
Everyone
moved out, and I was by myself with my little dreidel, like by myself.
Maybe we
spinning
should play on Hanukkah. We should play.
it. We should definitely
Yeah.
have a Hanukkah podcast theme. Maybe
That'd be fun.
that'd be pretty fun.
That'd be fun.
We could wear like, you don't really wear Hanukkah stuff. If anything, you wear people that wouldn't wear a white shirt would just wear a white shirt. So I'm kind of already in our Hanukkah. Maybe we could get each other presents and do like listen to this amazing idea that I just thought of right now. We get each other. It doesn't have to be a big present. Just be a little silly present, and we could get each other, and we could open it right here live. Maybe
We do that
It's an
actually.
idea.
My in-laws do it.
secret,
Yeah.
not Santa. What's the Hebrew?
Mitzvah Maccabee.
Mitzvah Maccabee.
Yeah, that's what
what
we call
the
it.
hell?
It's
That's
secret-
actually funny.
It's Secret Santa, but for Jews. We rebranded it. You could buy.
We probably made up Secret Santa, so it's fine.
You could buy our app we made. Jews always selling things like,
Exactly.
"Ooh, we made a Secret Santa app." If you want, it's Mitzvah Maccabee. Don't worry, just switch the settings.
Yeah, like the like non-religious Jewish kid is like, I want Mitzvah Maccabee. He, like everyone in his school, because I feel like if you're not religious but you're Jewish but you celebrate Hanukkah, so you go to your school, that's the real FOMO. I feel bad for those kids. They celebrate Hanukkah, but everyone in their school, they go to public school, just celebrates Christmas and there's trees everywhere. They're like, look at that Jew, only celebrates Hanukkah. Maybe.
That's funny.
Maybe. Or everyone's very nice and accepting. Everyone's very accepting, nice now, so maybe it's a very
Everyone's
overall
very nice to us now.
positive.
Everyone's very nice to us now.
Us now,
Yeah.
positive experience. No, what also made me like pissed off was I saw a comment that said that like I'm not a real Jew, or like not that I'm not a real Jew because like I'm religious, but that we're not the real like Jews as a people, the real Jews, or like
You're like busted and like,
And,
you,
like,
you
no,
rip off your mask.
yeah, exactly, and it's Adolf Hitler underneath, which okay, maybe that joke probably was not good. Okay. Point is, he said you're not the real Jews. Real Jews are somewhere else, and like they're darker, they're tanner or something. I don't even know. So
The Jews are from a ton of places.
I'm saying they're everywhere. And like he said, you're European and white, so you can't. I'm like Europe didn't exist 3,000 years. Like it's, and also like people like intermarriage, like that whole and
Why
there's
do
Sephardi
you-
Jews, and like you're darker than me, so maybe you're the real Israelite and I'm not because you got the dark genes.
Maybe
and
I'm
I
not
didn't.
your brother.
Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not my brother. I don't even know.
Every time I ask my parents, they go like, I know what you're talking about.
They go, yeah, yes, we love you guys, brothers. We love you, brothers. But the whole thing that pissed me off about it was, and actually when I was a little kid, I remember going into the library. We were doing this thing for our school. There's 3D. We were writing like a project on a book, and there's a 3D printers at the library, and you can make a little thing for your project.
And you said print Jew, and it came out darker.
If it's small enough. And I had to wait in line behind a kid. It took 3 hours. I never got to do it. I was gonna,
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna 3D print Anne Frank's diary.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Yeah, I wrote my thing was on Anne Frank, so I was gonna print her diary.
That's hilarious.
So I was gonna make a little freaking diary. They're like, "Oh, what are you printing? Anne Frank's diary?" Like, what the hell? Like, I was like 9. Like, like, okay, hey, that's when I learned about it, you know?
Trauma.
Yeah, whatever. And, but
Sorry.
while I was walking into the library, there was someone there, and he said, Jews, y'all fake. And at first I thought he was just being like, he's just being Jew hating, whatever. Then I realized, no, like he legitimately, like years later, I realized, oh, he legitimately thinks we're like the fake Jews.
What if we are fake?
But that's the thing, because it doesn't get anywhere by saying that. Like, don't come to me after we've been doing this thing for thousands of years and we've been doing this our entire life, and in the past few years come over and say, actually, you guys are fake. We're the real ones. We're not going to follow any traditions or do anything. We're just going to say you're fake.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if you truly think, you're the real one's fine, like, I don't give a crap, like, follow do your thing, follow the tradition.
Build a show. I'm not saying, it's like, here's my show.
Dude, like, they want us, like, stop being Jewish. Like,
it's so funny.
Leave us, like, you can leave us alone and follow what you consider to be Judaism yourself, but instead they'd rather spend more time just bothering us that we're fake. Like, they want us to know, you're fake, and I'm like, okay, then follow religion. No, you're fake, Joe. I'm like, okay, just follow the damn, do something that stop bothering me. The comment didn't get to my head at all.
No.
No, it was very.
What I was gonna say is apparently I think I saw this on YouTube Short, which means it's factual.
Okay.
I think Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr.
were alive in the same
are the same
coincide.
age. Age.
Also, the lady
Crazy.
was it the lady on the back of the bus? I think she also
really
maybe.
It's just like messes with my mind.
That they were technically alive at the same time. Oh, I think her and the Queen of England. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Why are they all the same age? And why did
makes sense.
I heard all of them specifically with Anne Frank, which is kind of weird.
They're born.
I think
they're born in
age.
the late 30s, right? Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You saw Elon Musk. His interview recently is kind of based. We'll try to do this without getting too based.
Yeah.
He's already said. Basically, for those who don't know, a bunch of Elon Musk, I guess, said certain things. Did he say okay? He said certain things. And
should I say what he said?
What did he say? Well, how political is it?
It's not that political.
Okay, what did he say?
I mean, everything's political.
Everything's political.
This white shirt's political, apparently.
No, white shirts. We said something political, and a bunch of.
Wait, he said? I'll explain. Somebody asked him, "Do you care that advertisers are pulling away from X?"
Oh no, I was gonna go a little before that.
Oh, what do you say?
No, I'm saying advertisers are pulling from X because they think he's anti-Semitic for, I guess, saying certain things. That's what.
Yeah, and then he said they could go F themselves.
The exhibit. Okay, that's what I was getting to, but you pretty much just said now. Yeah, basically.
Well, I didn't know what you were trying.
Now it doesn't. Point is, Elon Musk told the advertiser to F himself, and the advertiser said that he's anti-Semitic, which is why they pulled out the advertised stuff to begin with. But I don't think he said anything anti-Semitic.
I forgot what it was. It was like he agreed with a tweet that I think was a left-wing Jewish organization that said, or no, it was,
basically something.
No, it was somebody saying that left-wing organizations, including Jewish organizations, are, I don't know, they're either like involved with the government or something. And I forgot
when like nepotism or like just
I think
power.
He was talking about specifically like far left wing.
Basically,
Jewish
he said something about the Jews.
Yeah,
and like in some sort of way and all that. And we don't run everything, but the second he says it, all the advertisers instantly pull out.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. And
usually when someone says something anti-Semitic, Julian Edelman takes him to the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah, and he's not even technically Jewish, but it's fine. He does a good thing.
He's welcome.
It's so weird, by the way.
Well, he's welcome to promote us.
It's so weird, by the way. Like the second you say something anti-Semitic, it's like to the Holocaust Museum.
No, but Elon
Musk,
Musk, he's so big, he's so famous. They're like straight to Israel. You gotta go straight.
Straight to bring it. You gotta see whatever. It's just. I respect that he said that, by the way, because I don't like the whole advertisers pulling out for saying certain things. I mean,
there is an issue with it. I think a lot of advertisers are wrong.
I'm saying what he's doing is actually, that's how I know Elon Musk isn't actually like bought and sold and like might actually be an individual that isn't under a higher authority, because he told him to go after himself. Like no one really does that in that position.
I don't necessarily think I'm pretty sure advertisement companies are they're run by like other companies, right? They choose where to place certain ads, and so that company says, well, we're just not going to advertise on X anymore, and then everyone's like, you're all good with this? Like, yeah, we're just going to do it together. We don't like it. So it's not necessarily each company, but it's really a third company that places Like it's a media marketing company that really runs it.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who promote everything. They're the really ones who are running the ads. Like, you know, you can say like Coke, Disney, all these companies. They don't necessarily they run their ads, but they hire other people to do it. So those people decide which platforms they're going to advertise on.
Then he said hi, Bob, to
Yeah,
the CEO of Disney.
Bob Iger, I think. Yeah.
He owns Disney.
He's CEO. Yeah.
And he's Jewish. Happens to be. It's very
to
great.
be.
And you should buy the Christmas plushie or something like that. You know, circles all the way back.
Love Disney World is great,
love Disney.
except for at night. You ever see the story at night?
No, I totally got to say this. You're right. At nighttime, first off, all the little kids in It's a Small World are real kids that got turned into dolls. That's the first thing. And they truly did. They truly did have every. Once I was there, I realized, oh, that's why it's called It's a Small World, because they had every single race and culture there. And I was like, I'm getting freaking out of WhatsApp text.
Can you turn up the volume?
Huh? Okay. Every
Very professional.
single race and culture is in there. So I saw like there were Jews there also under like a chuppah, like getting married, and I'm like, and that got me tearing up. I was like, it really is a small world after all. Like that's literally what's going on in my head. But at nighttime, we were there during Christmas, so that's why it was funny. It was during this time it was during Thanksgiving, but they start the Christmas parade during Thanksgiving.
They start like in the
Need
summer.
as much money as possible, and
Buy a tree.
exactly.
Like,
So
what?
it's kind of interesting when you're in Disney, just on a regular day, because you mind your own business, and all of a sudden, a bunch of characters come out and they say, "Get on the street! We're dancing now!" Essentially, and all these characters that look like they sold their souls and have no happiness, and they're probably like smoking underground in the underground Disney.
Like the old Pinocchio.
All those
I don't know
things.
if you remember. You never watched that movie.
They all come out and like start just dancing, and you have to leave the street, and you'll get like escorted out like at the damn street. And at nighttime, they had like a Christmas parade, and it was actually really nice. And there's fake snow, and I was like Jewish at Christmas parade, so it felt funny. And I was
the most.
I was in my white shirt, full on like people were like, you know, Mickey Mouse was like, get out, you know, like that type of whole thing. And when we were trying to leave, they wouldn't let you leave. There was gates where we were to like watch the parade. Like they're like fences. They like make the fences there so that no one gets in the way of the parade, and they wouldn't let us go. And everyone was sick of it. They wanted to go, but the exit was blocked off. There were gates trapping us in. You had to watch the Christmas parade. You'll like this Christmas parade. And none of the characters said hi to me. They said hi to little kids, and they wouldn't say hi to me. And I actually, none of these kids give a crap. We grew up on
You
Disney.
should file a lawsuit.
I was pissed off. You could do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was pissed
lawyer.
off. I was there. Like, our father was there. He freaking deserves to have Mickey take a picture of Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Mouse, like, doesn't give a crap about the Jew. He gives a crap about the little kids and ignores the Jews because Walt
old
Disney.
Jew.
Because Walt Disney didn't like Jews,
The
supposedly,
Jews.
maybe. I don't even know.
I was talking about, and then at night,
Oh, what were you talking about?
that they have to kick everyone out at night because you had night passes, no?
Yeah, sorry, you're right, that's what it was. Okay, fine. So, we were there at nighttime. Now, Disney isn't open at nighttime usually. It's usually till 4 p.m.
But it was the most
But
wonderful
it's
time.
the most wonderful time of the year. And there's a nighttime edition, and you get a Christmas pass.
And of course, the Jews.
And
stay.
you have in the Jews day, and you have to wear a wristband that shows that you bought it in order to stay for the nighttime, or else they'll escort you out of there politely. And so there's just people going everywhere, like in these lines. Show your wristbands. Raise your hand in the air to make sure you see your damn wristband. And it sort of felt a little Holocausty, just a little bit, you know.
Right?
Everyone, you'll go down. It was literally like that. Raise your wristband. Everyone, you go. And they look at me. They're like, okay, freaking like switch.
You could stay.
Change my last name to like something that's really not Jewish or whatever. But it was really weird. They're like, you couldn't sneak by. They were on it. They were scanning. They're like, where's your wristband? And I was like, ugh. And then she got pissed at me. She's like, that's not jolly emotion. And I'm like,
delicious.
yeah. No, literally, she was like, come on. I was like, yeah, Christmas. You know, like, yeah, the one Jewish guy there. Like,
Say it.
Come on, say it, Jewish guy. I'm like, yeah, Christmas. You know, then that was,
That's
and it was
hilarious.
really weird. But technically, if you hid in the bathroom, you probably could have.
I know you're
gotten
like
them.
thinking about like, what if I wanted to?
What if I really want? Because they
Or,
don't
like you're in the
check.
bathroom, they're like, come out, guys.
At a certain time, they wouldn't check, and all the rides are still open. I wanted to go on Splash Mountain, but our parents didn't want to go because getting wet And I was like, okay, I can always go next time. Then it closed down forever.
Sad.
Right after we left.
They probably would have seen the wristband later at night if you happened to walk around with that one.
Maybe. I mean,
like, I ripped it off.
They're really good at noticing. It's kind of weird how the animatronic thingies, like, how they travel. There's a whole underground system in Disney World. Probably, like, there's, like, it's like the back rooms down there. It's creepy. You're not supposed to be down there. Some person accidentally went there. Like, he just accidentally got lost and appeared there. And some lady and a bunch of, like, Mickey Mouse characters were like, you're not supposed to be here. You know, like, then they start eating him or something. And, like, they politely score him out. And that's where all the kids get turned into the dolls for It's a Small World.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see Pinocchio from, like, I don't know when they made it, 80s, 90s? It's creepy as heck.
Oh, like the animation?
Yeah, the original animation Pinocchio.
It wasn't too bad. It was little as a kid and his nose. Oh no, I saw him as a boy.
Conspiracy.
Oh.
Theory. Like not even.
Oh, the child trafficking goes on in the Disney hallways.
No, it's not. No, it's not even that. It's Pinocchio's plot, and here's like they take bad boys, and they bring them to Pleasure Island.
Oh. Really, back in the 80s, Jeffrey? Yeah, that's probably the prime.
Weird as when you watch it, it's creepy. If you watch that scene,
it's called Pleasure Island.
Yeah, and that's where
I want to go to Pleasure Island.
That's where they take all the bad boys.
The bad boys,
and they make them to dolls, I guess.
You know, a million.
It's like what the?
A million children a year go missing.
I thought it was 500,000.
600,000, I think.
25.
Yeah, a few children go missing. Where the hell are they going?
I don't know.
Are they like going to Disney? Like where? They just disappear.
Didn't what's his name go to Epstein Island? Tyler.
That YouTuber?
Yeah.
I don't think he went. No, I think he tried to sail nearby.
He went on it.
Then what?
Nothing. He saw the chapel.
He saw the chapel, and there's
he went outside of it, but he couldn't. I mean, then he got chased.
You ever see the celebrities that wear like the chapel on their shirt, or like they wear like designs that are like close to that chapel, and it's conspiracy, and it's all.
I did not.
We actually know nothing about this. Obviously, it's all crazy conspiracy, hypothetical. Like this is ridiculous. This could never be a thing, ever.
I got really into space recently again.
Did you finally check out the firmament?
I tried. Earth? The rocket. Elon Musk.
I told you. I've been telling you. It hit it. You saw it. It looked like it was in water. Come on. It looked like it was in water. It literally. All the comments were like, "Firmament. It hit it." No, I'm telling you.
What was the official explanation? It exploded. No.
So basically, they made up new science on the spot, and they're like, so basically, when it hits the intergalactic mystical or whatever the hell, I just made the word up. It like causes a flurry to go around, which causes it to go flurry. So they're like, basically the thing goes flurry because it's flurry. Oh no, they made up some stupid science because firmament, exactly, because the sky is water. Is that what it means? What does it mean? It says in Torah, right? It says freaking it separated the sky. The Rakia. So Rakia means firmament technically, but what is that technically?
Well, it's higher waters and lower waters.
So what else could that be then?
Rakia just means...
Does Judaism look at it like that? I think
Rakia is officially like heavens. I don't know.
Or clouds.
I don't know.
Maybe it's clouds. Clouds is water up, maybe.
I don't know.
And then after is heaven.
I was watching like all the moon landing videos yesterday, which happened.
You finally went down the rabbit hole.
Do not put moon landing in the title.
I'm not putting anything. We're gonna have another article below saying it's all fake information.
No, I was watching videos because it's so. The more I think, I don't know. I got super into it. I'm nerded out about it. It's crazy. If since they went on the moon, we know they went on the moon for other reasons that I can disclose. I don't care because our rabbi said they went on the moon.
But also, even Alex Jones said we went on the moon.
Oh,
he's no. Basically, he was having an argument with a flat earther, and he was going crazy. I met so many people that went on the moon. Like I'm down. I don't. They went on the moon. Like he actually. I'm like Alex Jones said he went on the moon. Then maybe they went on the moon. Maybe they went on the moon.
I was like watching these people. I was like, it's so crazy. They stood on the moon. I don't know if you actually think about it. If you actually think about it, it's crazy that they actually stood on the moon and they looked down on Earth, and Earth looked like
technically there's
a shadow
atoms.
Of the moon.
There's atoms in between everything you touch.
But anyways, my point was these astronauts who either went on the moon or just the ones who I think I don't know if they landed or they went just on the space station or whatever. I think it was people who went on the moon or orbited the moon. I don't know exactly which one. He said that every world leader needs to get on a spaceship. Sounds bad. And needs to...
They already do, Yitch. They already do.
They need to get on a spaceship, and they need to see Earth from the moon or from space. Because he said when he when he was on the moon or he was in deep outer space, and he looked at the Earth, he said, "Wow, the whole universe is just being held up in this like mystical black fog," and he realized how small the world was and how precious it is, and every world leader needs to see that before we literally try killing each other.
Pretty then amazing. He said, "All this stuff is fake, and I remember never been to the
Buzz
moon."
Aldrin said that, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't swear in the Bible that I went to the moon. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He kept on swear on the Bible. You went to the moon. He wouldn't. Like I would do it. Like just do it. If you went to the moon, there's nothing to be afraid of. You know?
I legit want to go to the moon.
No, you don't.
It's crazy. It's another like. It's not a planet, but it's another.
No, I want to go too. I just wish it was real. You know, like it's in our atmosphere. You can look at it. It's right. It's literally when you zoom in on your phone, you can freaking see the freaking dots, but you can't. The sun and the moon are like, oh, you expect the sun to be this big and the moon's only this big. It makes zero sense. It's in our atmosphere. And Asgard is past the ice wall. Asgard.
I want to get a telescope in order that I could see the galaxies. You could see the Andromeda galaxy.
They're malachim. They're angels.
Well, I want to see an angel then.
That'd be actually
for
pretty
my
cool.
telescope.
It'd be pretty cool to see an angel.
Yeah,
you're looking at one right now. That's pretty epic. It's a pretty epic line. That was an amazing line.
By the way, I've been in a bad mood all day.
I'm sorry.
Because my knee's been killing me. I'm just complaining.
Boo-hoo, your knee hurts. I did leg day 2 days ago and it still hurts. I could barely walk, but I'm not complaining.
No, I think I'm going to the doctor next week.
Oh, shoot. I'm praying for your speedy recovery for your knee.
I'm going to... I don't know. Like 2 weeks ago, I don't know. Non-contact sports injury probably from all my sports.
Existing. It's a side effect of being Jewish is occasional.
I don't know what happened. I woke up one day, I was like,
my knee! Peter Griffin on the ground.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, but then it was like, hey, we'll go away. And it never went away. And like last night, I literally couldn't move it. It's like been 2 weeks, so I'm going to go. I went to the guy who did my shoulder.
Oh, yeah? The shoulder's a whole other... No, we talk about the shoulder.
I hope it's not something serious. Sorry, I'm just complaining. It's like...
I mean, you're not going to be worried about your knee.
Don't worry. I hope I didn't tear anything. Like Aaron Rodgers, who's coming back.
He's coming back after like...
See? Miraculous.
After allegedly tearing... I mean, it looked like he tore...
Oh my gosh, he did tear
He didn't tear nothing? Although I did see a video of his ankle or Achilles or whatever tearing.
By the way...
Bloop.
Apparently the Bengals, switching topic to Joe Burrow's injury.
Okay. Joe Burrow's a quarterback on the Cincinnati Bengals, and his wrist, he got a season-ending injury, and it sucks because he's the best quarterback.
Moment of silence.
So what about him?
Jake Browning.
What about Jake Browning?
Eh.
I went to the Steelers.
It's not, by the way.
Oh, I need to talk about that. I'm sorry.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Actually, whatever. I'll get in a second.
We didn't even talk about it. Oh, shit. We didn't talk about it in real life either. Oh, God. What do you want to talk about first?
I think the Bengals have a coaching problem.
Yes, it is. Zach Taylor sucks.
And apparently, the Bengals did give over all the footage, and his arm was not hurt before the game.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's just a.
So I guess what's his name? Dave Portnoy is not going to win his lawsuit.
Yeah. We're keeping our draft pick. Yeah. So once Joe Burrow got injured, the tickets plummeted, the price of it, and my father came to me a few days ago.
Not me, apparently.
And
I guess I'm not.
He's like, we could go to the Steelers game, or we talked about like go to the Steelers game. It's much cheaper, which we ended up losing. So by the way, we ended up losing. And
I know, sad game. It was like very like boring to watch.
It was I was there. It was better, I guess, because I was there.
No, I'm sure it's fun, but it's like.
But basically, we're massive football fans. My father's also a massive football fan, and we did not offer the invite to go with us to the now cheaper game. But I need to explain why.
I don't care because you could do what you want. I would have liked an offer.
Can I explain?
I would have liked an offer.
Can I explain my side? Let me explain my side, because we both felt very bad during the whole situation.
At least you feel bad.
We did feel bad. We're not.
I wouldn't have been able to go, but I didn't even have an option. First of all, I may have been able to go, but I didn't even have the ability to decide.
Here's the thing, right? So, our father's friend had one extra ticket to go to the game. He's coming into town. So he ended up going with him as the extra person because his friend's brother had to go. So he ended up going with him. But I've been begging him the entire season to go to a game. I've been begging. By the way, every single week you haven't done no begging. You did no begging on your side.
I'm not gonna beg.
Well, I'm gonna beg because I want to go.
I'm my own man.
Well, I'm not. So I want to go to the game, and
I might have even paid for my own ticket.
So he felt bad because I've been bothering him every single week to go to a game. Like we gotta go to a game. He felt that if he went and then I didn't like give you like a spit in my face because I've been bothering him every single week to go to the game. But like tickets to go to the game, and it's a lot cheaper, and he'll pay for a ticket.
How much were the tickets?
Like 90?
Okay.
90 per ticket.
Very expensive.
But substantially cheaper than what they were
yeah.
before. And I was able to see
It
everything.
used to be like 50.
But I would be sitting in a different part, like at a completely different part, because there was no more tickets next to him. And the part I actually sat down was cheaper, but it was more in the middle. You could see everything, by the way. As long as it doesn't matter if you're all the way up, you could see everything, so it was fine. But like we didn't know to ask you because I don't know why.
Exactly.
We didn't,
Yeah, why didn't you just say, hey, we're going to get
we knew.
Maybe you should have called me, emailed me.
We knew.
Did you email me and I didn't see it?
Yeah, that's. Well, you missed. But you didn't get the email. We knew that you'd be busy and you just feel sad because we knew you probably wouldn't be able to go.
Well, I would have
because you're busy, and like, would our father pay for yours also? Like, so then he's gonna pay for his two sons to go to game, but we're not gonna sit down next to each other. Like, that's also weird.
No, I would have paid.
Or would you have paid?
I might have paid.
So
but I did. But.
So that's we want to like invite you and tell you to pay. Like, that's also another thing.
Why?
And also we just assumed it's
wrong decision.
We assumed that you're also busy and you probably wouldn't be able to go.
A lot of assumptions.
So what you wouldn't know wouldn't hurt you.
But
so we didn't want to. But our wonderful sister said on our family chat, "Hey, where are you guys sitting at the game?" Because I told her that we're going to the game, but because she DM'd me about something.
No, it was on your Instagram.
But you don't follow me on Instagram.
You're gonna go to the game not telling me the whole time?
Yes, because what you don't know won't hurt you.
Oh, you guys
I was gonna tell you.
Oh man, you guys got so busted. That's crazy.
I was gonna tell you like the next day or like
so busted.
a little bit later.
Oh my god, you guys are terrible people.
No, we felt bad like it was a weird situation. It was a weird situation.
You actively thought
it's revenge. No,
you actively thought we should text him, but let's not, and we just won't tell him we went.
No,
so you did think about texting.
We did not think of we didn't even know if I was gonna go. It was all last minute. That's also a huge part of the equation, by the way.
So you didn't think
we bought the tickets for me Saturday nights.
Oh.
So I didn't know if I was going till Saturday night.
So it's Saturday night. I would have bought Sunday morning.
Were you even like awake? Would we even be awake to like that? Like
I might have bought the
you have to
next
look
day.
at. By the way, that detail is extremely crucial.
Why?
By the way, it was all last minute.
I could have bought.
By the way,
it's not last minute. That's the day before, and I could have bought the next day, close to you.
Our father said, hypothetically, I need to find out if my friend's even going, like on Friday before Shabbos, right? We didn't buy tickets till about midnight Saturday.
That's when
Saturday,
we always
Sunday.
buy tickets to games.
Huh?
That's when we always buy tickets.
No.
Lame excuse.
No, it was because Joe Burrow got injured, so the tickets plummeted. That we knew you probably wouldn't be able to go last freaking minute.
That was a week ago.
Huh?
He got injured like a week and a half ago.
A week and a half ago, but we didn't check the ticket. We didn't know. We weren't even planning on going until he got the free ticket from his friends.
I understand.
So he's gonna pay for his two sons. He's gonna pay flat out all the money to pay for his sons to go somewhere to sit somewhere else away from him.
So instead, he paid for one son to go sit away from him.
Because I really freaking wanted to go. And it also was a stupid game. Also,
you guys just assumed I didn't care.
I'm sorry. Do you forgive me?
Fine. No, I think you guys should have texted me and let me make the decision.
But there's really
and Ty would say, but you have to pay for it.
There's no.
And I would have been like, okay.
There's just no time in the equation. It felt useless to text you. That's sort of what it was. Like, it felt like it was gonna be a no.
I would have
because it was last minute, and there's so many factors, and you didn't have to pay for it. Like, it'd be weird to like invite you and make you pay for it.
Not true.
Well, that's also a new factor because our father would never want to be offered something and be told to pay. Well, maybe now he would.
I don't know. In general, nowadays I always pay for my things when I'm offered, except for family stuff. But like any like friends and stuff, I'm always paying for my.
So the point is, so I told our sister because I don't know. I just mentioned to her. I put it on my Instagram story, but I knew you didn't follow me on it. You know, you didn't have Instagram, but our sister assumed that you do, so assumed that it was public knowledge because it was on my story. So I kind of screwed myself over a little bit. So then we got in an argument because I'm like, he wasn't supposed to know about this, and we had a whole argument, and it's all better now. But
who got an argument?
Our sister, because she DM'd me. No, I DM'd her saying, you don't know, and then she figured out I didn't know you didn't know, and then I said, yeah, you're right, that's actually my bad. I probably should have mentioned that as private knowledge, but I knew that if I told her it's private knowledge, she'd say, that's weird that you guys are keeping secrets. I didn't want any of that. Like, I wasn't in the mood of that. I just wanted to go to this stupid game that I knew we were going to lose anyways, and that all happened last second. And so then she puts on
I hear a lot of
and
excuses.
she puts on the chat, you were at the game. Oh, were you guys shooting at the game? And then you're like, oh, who's at the game? They're like, yeah, the people that are at there. And then you're like, oh. And then I saw that text, and I'm like, oh no, you just ruined everything. I had my plan figured out.
No, your response and our father's response was probably more annoying. Like, oh, like, we'll explain to you afterwards. Like, you guys could go to a game and not tell me. You also could tell me.
We would, in a regular situation where we're going to a game, we would always tell you.
No,
it was such a unique situation.
You guys have gone to games yourselves. You didn't, and I didn't go. And I'm like, great.
Please name
Reds game.
2 examples.
Reds game. You guys went on a father-son date.
I said 2 examples.
Twice.
I went once. It was my first Reds game
No, that's fine.
in 11 years, you piece of shit. Like,
No, my point is I wasn't offended. Like, why would I be offended? Like, go out.
Because that's substantially different.
No, and I initially thought when
that's
when our
substantially
sister
different.
posted that were you guys sitting at the game, I was like, oh, great, they went to the game. That's fine. Maybe you should text me. That's fine. But then when you guys were like, oh, I'm sorry, it was a long story, like whatever, I didn't mean to. Then I was like, oh, you guys actually.
So you wanted us to say nothing at all?
Yeah, you probably should have said
It's
nothing.
a Bengals game, and we know how important that is versus a one Reds game that cost like $20 that we went to once on a tanking season, that you for sure went to games with him multiple times for years on end before. It's my first game in literally a decade. It's my first game in literally a decade, and I'm getting guilted that we
Not
didn't.
guilted. I don't. Well, no,
you
that's
know.
my point. My point is, I don't mind if you guys go out. I think it's just a response.
We shouldn't have said anything.
Probably you should.
But
be,
I felt like more of an asshole by not saying anything.
Nah,
I felt like I had to explain.
Honestly, you guys could be like, yeah, we went to the game and we didn't invite you because we want to go ourselves. But the truth is, you didn't care to go yourselves. You just didn't feel like texting me.
You would have rathered us have just be blunt and say we just wanted to go without you. And
Yes.
Versus explaining that we actually did want you to go. It was just all very last minute.
Yes. Because it sounds like excuses.
But it was. But it's. An excuse is justified if it's actually a valid excuse.
No, because you guys could have texted me, even talked about maybe texting me, but you thought anyways I probably wouldn't even want to go. Well, then text me, and I'll tell you. But no.
There's 50 aspects of the equation. Then we're
Zero
adding
aspect. Hey,
then we're adding
going to the game
more
tomorrow.
aspect to the equation. You know why? Because then
They're kind of
because
expensive.
we're going, right? We're going, and then like, how are you gonna get? Like, it adds a whole nother. How are you gonna get to the game? When are we meeting up? Or are we going separately? And this all happened last minute, so we didn't have enough time to have those discussions.
It's not a hard decision.
It's pretty hard when you're dealing with people that like to be prepared.
I'll come to your house 10 minutes before you guys are gonna leave. Like, I'm saying that's the annoying.
So
part.
no, we don't know that. Our father knew from the very beginning that I'll go if you woke me up and said let's go to a football game. And also, I've been begging the entirety of this entire season to go week after week, and last second you could be like, oh, I'm gonna can I come too?
When I mentioned
There's that aspect also.
when I mentioned to my wife, she was like, yeah, you could have gone. Oh, you would have been fine to go.
Of course you could. Of course you could have went.
Yes.
Oh, how
I could've.
convenient.
It wasn't convenient. That's just how our relationship is. We like to allow ourselves and our spouses to go do fun things every once in a while. But you guys assume that we don't. Now
You have
it's your
2
fault.
kids, and it's a Sunday. There's no school. Busy.
So.
I still think what I did made sense, but I am sorry.
It's okay. I'm not necessarily insulted. I guess I don't really
You
care.
know that in the future we didn't invite you if it was a planned out regular game.
Exactly. I don't know.
There's another game coming up, and you'll probably come if you want to. Unless you're like, well, I know, but maybe I have to see.
Maybe I don't know if I
Maybe
want to
I
come.
don't wanna
I don't
go to
wanna
the
come to this
game.
game. You guys should have texted me. If you thought about texting me and you didn't text me, that's kind of annoying.
At midnight?
Yeah.
You're not up at midnight.
Either I wake up.
Like I'm saying, you're
Either-
not up.
either I
You go
happen
to
to
bed
be
at
up.
10:30. Like you're not up at midnight.
Either I happen to be up or I see it next morning and I say, oh, they're going. Oh, I didn't see the
Okay,
text
so I
in time.
text you at midnight. Okay, how's it getting? How are you gonna get
But
to
you
us?
buy the tickets without me. You buy your ticket, not mine.
So, but we don't know that you would come last second without a response.
But then I could be like, and then next morning say, oh, I buy a ticket. Say, hey,
You
I'm
can't. They're
coming.
non-refundable. You know, you can't just refund it.
no,
ticket.
you buy your ticket. You buy your ticket, and then I have to buy my ticket the next morning myself, and then I go
So
to
the
the
thing is,
game.
it-
and we meet up at the game.
The thing is, yeah, it works out because you could always meet up at the game, but this was my, I think, second time ever going to a football game, so I don't know any of those aspects or how the planning works or how any of these details work.
Do you know how many football games I went to?
How many?
2.
It's tied. See? It all...
One in 8th grade. In Indianapolis, I've only been to Bengal Stadium.
Well, you went to the playoff game, you piece of... So
no, I didn't.
It
was a random Bengals.
Oh, it was a random Colts game?
It was with our class.
Okay.
And then I went to one regular season Bengals game, and I did go to one preseason
With
game.
our father?
I don't even know. Who did I go with, actually?
Yeah, I think... Our fathers did say that you went with him once.
Wes.
So, we're even, actually. It's actually pretty interesting that we're even now. We're actually even. We both went to...
It's not a competition.
No, it's not... No, like... I never went when I never got to go. You guys got to go.
Should have texted me.
No, you should have texted me as a freaking 7-year-old to go to that stupid game.
I think we did offer you probably. It was with all the family. Like,
No.
We did not invite you.
You know, they're expensive private
I don't think we did not invite
babysitter.
you. I don't remember. It was years ago.
But I did go. No, I went twice with our father technically because our uncle got me. It was my bar mitzvah present, and it was a half-ass. I love my uncle. No, it was like a last-minute bar. He couldn't go to the game, so he's like, "Here's your bar mitzvah present." I'm like, "Okay." So I went to the game with him, but I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't care about football back then. And we lost to Peyton Manning Broncos. So, yeah. But I got to go, and this made up for everything.
The Colts game? It was Peyton Manning. Colts game.
It was both Peyton Manning because two different... That's funny. 2 different eras. But,
whatever.
Listen,
my point is, I'm happy.
It was all a misunderstanding. It
was never a misunderstanding. I'm happy for you guys to go to the game yourselves. The fact that you're like, verantwoording, which is a Yiddish word for making all these excuses.
It's not excuses, it's reasoning.
Same thing.
It's much more cold-hearted to say that than to actually show that you're empathetic and you actually would have wanted you to go to the game.
If you're empathetic,
because we would have rathered you going to the game with us than you not go to the game with us.
So you should have texted me.
Huh?
Should have texted me.
But like all the situations that was going on at the last minute, it was very hard and like to arrange all those things together.
There's nothing to arrange.
It was midnight. You're going in less than 12 hours to the game.
Okay. And
all that in between hours is sleep.
Hey, Yitz, we just bought tickets to the game. If you want to come, you can buy a ticket and join us.
Bink. But like I don't know how football buying works. It's my second ever game, first ever game being aware of what the hell's going on.
You could have texted me and then I could figure it out. There's a million apps.
Was I supposed to know
to
text you at midnight to buy tickets and come with us last second? Like you wake up in the morning and buy tickets?
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to the idea of buying tickets last second.
What's that to do with you? I'm talking about me. You could have just extended the offer. Regardless of what you guys were doing.
No, obviously, any situation I totally would. But that was a very weird situation. That's what I'm trying to explain.
We never buy football tickets a week before. It's always like a day before, 2 days before.
The thing is that we've been to 2 games in our life, and I don't know what we never actually means. For baseball, I know we buy in advance for baseball.
Every type of sports game we've been to, it's always been like a day before.
In my experience, it's been just... We've bought it a while before. For the past few games I've went to, which is specifically basketball, which we went to in Florida, and that baseball game, which was a few weeks before because it's the last game of the season.
Because you guys are traveling.
So I didn't know that you could buy a ticket last second, or that I could even ask you to do that last second. I wasn't aware of it.
I'm not talking about you. I'm mainly talking about our father, actually. Not necessarily you. Because you guys are in this together. He could have texted me. But you guys didn't. None of you did. And you guys, the second you guys got busted, I get like these like frantic texts like, oh, sorry, it's complicated. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't give a crap.
Yeah, you do because you're being.
I didn't give a crap till you guys text me that thing. That was my point. Because then
I understand.
I'm like, oh, they did think about it, and they did not text me. Because if you would,
so we wanted to show that we cared and felt bad and were empathetic, and instead we got
if you cared enough
response.
If you cared enough,
so instead
you would have texted me to begin with.
We should no longer.
You guys didn't care enough to text me. Apparently,
I already explained to you why it was weird to text you last second. So you'd rather us just be cold-hearted?
It's not cold-hearted.
Yeah, it is.
It's just go to a game. You don't have to necessarily tell me. Then you say, yeah, we went to the game, whatever. We just want to go. We want to go to the game. Just me and Ta. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Because I respect boundaries.
But I felt bad that you couldn't come.
I appreciate you feeling bad, but I don't need.
I felt bad, and I knew it wouldn't work out. So to save you the struggle, we just. Decided to go ourselves.
I'm very decisive. Either yes or no. It's either yes or no for me.
I don't know that.
Whatever.
And I shouldn't be expected to know that.
Yeah, no. So you just text me. And then
I will say though, you can't put it all on our father because it was a discussion of us asking like, should we not?
Exactly.
Like, we don't know.
You guys did discuss it. That's my point.
Yeah, we did discuss it.
So you should have just texted me. You guys were making. You were making as if like we couldn't even decide. We couldn't. We didn't even think about you because we were so busy. No, you guys did think about me.
We didn't know if it was normal to text someone last second about a game. I didn't know for sure. So from that logic, I said maybe you probably shouldn't because it's very weird last second to text someone that less than 12 hours before a game. You know,
We're going in circles.
we're going in circles. I think both sides could equally be understood in their own ways. I
You
think
decide. Comment
I think
below.
your feelings are valid. You have your valid feelings, and I'm definitely not fully innocent to this. And
Not upset.
I once again apologize.
I'm happy you enjoyed the game. Not upset.
I didn't. It was all right. By the way, after all of that, the game was we lost to the Steelers.
That's why I didn't care. It was only like you guys like apologies afterwards. I was like,
Okay,
I
fine.
don't need your apologies. Just go to the game.
Oh, so I should just stop apologizing?
Yes.
No more. Doesn't make any sense. You should
Because
apologize.
you didn't really insult me until afterwards. Where you're
I
like,
didn't insult you till I apologized.
Yeah, because I didn't care that you went to the game. I was just like,
But you did.
I cared
you
afterwards.
did a little bit though. That's why.
For a second, I was like, oh, maybe I would have gone. And like, but they didn't tell me. Obviously, they didn't want me coming. I actually assumed you guys were going yourselves on like a father-son date. Like, I'm like, okay, great, that's fine. And then
But we would never go with the whole thing is we would never go without you. So we felt
Clearly.
really bad. That's why we said that. We felt bad. And we wanted to let you know how bad we felt and how sorry we are, but instead it just made you more annoyed.
yeah, because you didn't text me, even though you felt really bad, you would have wanted me to come. So why don't you guys text me then if you felt really
This
bad?
is a learning experience, and next time we'll text you. But most likely next time things won't be so last minute with the franchise quarterback getting injured, and we probably would have bought the tickets a month before and things like that. So
Maybe we'll get a sympathy ticket next time.
yeah. Next time I'm gonna be the full reverse. I'm gonna be like, here's your ticket. Here's your because you made us feel so bad. Here's your ticket.
I
You're like,
was-
I don't want to go to your game, and it's gonna be a whole nother
I
argument.
wasn't trying to make you feel bad. That's the point. I'm a grown man, and you guys could go without me. It's fine. But if you're gonna make excuses, then you should have just texted me.
It's not an excuse. It's an actual reason.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No, an excuse
it's-
is when I
it's
don't
too-
want.
it's
It's
too
when I
much.
don't want you to go, and you say, "Oh, sorry, we can't." That's how you're perceiving it. That's not what it was. You know,
No, I know you
like,
guys
"Oh,
wanted me-
sorry, we couldn't do it because," you know. I just didn't know. We didn't know each other's situations, so it became confusing. And once again, I'm sorry, but apparently you don't like. You actually don't like apologies. It makes you more upset.
I like apologies when deciding to apologize over.
You don't think there's? I think I have such a valid reason to. Now I'm not even allowed to apologize. Like what the hell? I'm not allowed to do nothing
You guys
anymore?
could go.
No, we're done. We're done here. No, I think we're done here. Are we done here?
Yeah, it's
I
just
think we're done here. This one never. We've been going in circles for about 15 minutes on this one stupid topic. Everyone already left already.
This is my court mandated brother time that we have to resolve our issues.
This was healing, and everyone got to witness our process. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I want to do a new series actually where maybe on my Discord I can make a new channel where people can ask questions specifically for this.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I'll think about it. Download on Spotify. Check out all the other videos.
Hug your brother.
Hug your brother. We do it off camera all the time. We'll literally do it right after this. And literally smash like, subscribe. Literally, goodbye.